was that all 6 of these matches that take place beforehand, it's important to remember that they could very easily be angled to, set up whatever. So the winners of those matches will not be reflective, perhaps, of what will happen inside the Pandemonium match itself. But all that being said, let's switch over and start this sumbitch. Okay. So, hopefully everyone will be able to see this text real good. Probably the one unfortunate part of the resizing of the window for the shows is that I can't really bump up the size anymore to make it fit. So this is actually just no enhancement at all, no zoom at all. So hopefully this works. And if it doesn't, we'll make changes going into Ring of Dreams. Anyway, we're starting off with this badass new graphical style. We can see, of course, Nocturne and Troy Solvig right here in a segment entitled The Ingredients. So, I'll try. This doesn't move very well. All right, so let's kick this son of a bitch off. So, of course, we start off as we always do with our fine play symbol. We're in the middle of an abandoned warehouse. We've got Odin, Troy Solvig, and Nocturne around a large golden bowl with various different items in it. Nocturne is in control. And he lets them know that when they wish to summon him, presumably referring to Yahweh, it required great use of our power and a great use of the Earth's resources. He wouldn't just hear it, it was actually an emergency broadcast. It would demand his presence and he'd be compelled to leave. It was offered to us as a last result. Odin wants to know, will he know that I summoned him before he arrives? Nocturne shakes his head. Odin responds, good, I've traversed the modern plane for your ingredients. This had better work. The demon smiles. How much longer will it take? Odin wants to know. All it needs now is his grace. So, they're going to pour the grace into the bowl at the location of your choosing, and he'll be summoned there. He won't be appreciative of the call because summoning him is reserved for emergencies. So I guess this isn't going to happen right now, but later. The Norse god picks the bowls up and says, never you mind that. That'll be the least of his concerns. Solvig approaches Nocturne. They lean in, their faces and nose almost pressed together. Actually, I need to move some stuff around. I'll do that after this segment because I don't know what's the last thing you guys can see on the screen right now until I make this a little bigger. And they said, we'll see you in the ring, whereby we'll have all the ingredients to finish this. Nocturne can't wait. We're going to see that blow over a little bit later. Okay, looks like most everything is going to be on the screen. Perfect. All right, we've got ourselves a match here. Match coming up for Pride. We got Redmond Quinn and Rain in a singles match, the teacher and the outcast. Redmond Quinn is trying to get Rain to tell him about whatever the heck is going on with Luther Creed. Rain says he can't. Quinn heads out immediately on the offensive. He is trying to beat the answers out of Rain. He starts off with a backspin kick at the Ghost Walker. I love the name. I think that's relatively new within the last couple months. He narrowly ducks. Quinn follows up. Rising knee. Almost knocks his head off. Rain reverses a leaping leg lariat and sends Quinn right to the mat. Rain tries to take control. He gets the jump on him from behind with a leaping bulldog that forces him to the mat. Rain rolls away, trying to keep his distance as he waits for Quinn to rise. The teacher gets up and gets hit with a massive... No, he doesn't. Quinn caught him. He tosses him up, hits him with the flapjack. Swift elbow to the skull keeps Rain down. Redmond is going to take him to school. He's got an arm going into the submission hold. He works on the limb, but Rain fights to get to his feet. Just as Rain finally goes for the ropes, Quinn pulls him back. The double chicken wing. Love it. Quinn forces him forward. And he flips onto his back. The cattle mutilation. Calls that the final assignment. Redmond clinches the hold in. Rain's arms look like they could rip free from their sockets at any moment. He strains against the seemingly iron grip of Quinn, but he refuses to tap. He goes harder and harder, and pop! Quinn's no longer holding on to Rain because Rain's left arm popped out of his socket. The Ghost Walker, immense pain. He scrambles away and gives a boot to the skull of... Redmond Quinn so harsh it breaks his glasses. Rain forces the arm back in the socket. What a badass. What a badass. Quinn rushes in at Rain, determined. He grabs him by the injured arm, whips him across. Rain ducks a leap by Quinn. Quinn hits the sunset flip powerbomb. Called the detention. Man, I am having some issues today. But it gets reversed into acid rain. Rain spits black mist and goes for a quick cover and gets a 1. Gets a 2. No, he doesn't get the 3. Quinn grabs the arm and pulls Rain off of him. Both men rise to their feet, dazed and confused. Quinn makes the first move, though, reaching for Rain, but Rain ducks under. Quinn catches the boot from an enziguri and nails the pump handle slam, or the pump handle into a flatliner that he calls class dismissed. Rain's out. 1, 2. He got it. Quinn has done it. Rain refused to stay down. But the tutor has claimed victory over the outcast. What's going to happen with these two after this match? It's entitled Connection Interrupted. I just sat here and put Rain over real hard, and then he gets beat immediately. All right, Redmond Quinn, we see you now. Connection interrupted. The battle is over. Redmond Quinn still doesn't know what he wants to know. He's back up, he's angry, and he said he thought it would bring him answers, maybe even closure. But instead, Rain's brought him nothing. But Rain says that he's right. Rain has brought Quinn nothing because he has nothing to bring. He can't give the answers Quinn seeks. He wishes he could. But every time he tries to establish a connection to Luther Creed, the connection fails. He cannot reach him. He cannot reach anybody who knows anything about what happened. Quinn grabs him by the scruff of his neck and says, "Why not? Either you're lying or you're not trying hard enough." But Rain is unflappable. It says, "Be wary of where you put your hands. You need me a whole lot more than I need you." Rain's tried everything he could. It's never happened before, and he doesn't even understand why. The only thing he knows is that his connection to Luther Creed is incomplete, interrupted, failed. And Rain still has more to say. He says, "Continuing this quest will only bring you sadness. It's time you pressed on and remembered the man who was, not busied yourself chasing the wind like this." Good line. Look at you, a desperate man stuck in limbo. This is no way for you to live. For your own sake, Quinn, move on. Told you before, and nothing has changed. I cannot help you. And that finishes Redmond Quinn off. He falls to his knees, weeping openly. Rain walks away, and we'll find out, perhaps, one day, if Redmond believes him, or if he'll take his advice, or what he'll do. All that is clear is that Redmond Quinn still does not have the answers he seeks. All right, Xander Zane Tommaso Vitale and Mysterion in a tight knot. We start with a blur. A person waking up. Xander Zane, slowly beginning to stir. He looks around the hazy room, dimly lit, with the exception of a blue light coming from beneath. He follows the light before seeing a huge pool of water below him. And it's zapping and sizzling with an electrical current. Xander, seeing this, begins to freak out. He's kicking his legs, but he's suspended in air. His arms are pinned behind him as he's been wrapped up in a straitjacket connected to a chain to a crane system. The chain begins to lower him slowly towards the electrical pool. Zandy, stop! The sheer volume of the voice catches his attention. Xander's eyes move toward the sound of the voice, and it's Tommaso Vitale. He's standing on the edge of the pool in a tattered shirt with a swelling eye, and he says, "You've got to stop moving, Zandy." He says he heard Mysterion bragging about it while he was unconscious. The more you resist, the faster your fall, the sooner you're shocked to death. It's a death trap. Xander's trying to calm down, and he says, "But how do I get out of it without moving?" Tommaso begins looking around before snapping his fingers. He says, "You need to swing yourself towards me." "But the more I move, the faster I fall, man," is what Xander replies. He says, "I know, but if you can time it just right, you'll be able to swing yourself towards me and I'll pull you towards the edge." Xander looks down and Tommaso says, "Trust me, Zandy." Vitale has his hand outstretched, very Aladdin-esque, as he readies himself into a stance. Xander swings himself. A new kind of swinging for Xander Zane. With each swing, the chain seems to descend a little more, but now he's making huge swings. Finally, he swings forward as he raises his legs to make sure he's out of the water, and Vitale grabs him, but the momentum is dragging Vitale forward. He may fall in with him, but Vitale manages to use the edge of the pool to plant his feet. Xander's legs are barely touching the edge as the chain is trying to drag him back. Both men breathing heavily as they bend over. He says, "How did you get away with him?" is what Xander wants to know. He picked the lock, and he says, "You can't keep a good man behind bars." But as they leave, the cloaked conundrum steps out of the shadows of the dimly lit room with a smirk on his face. Dastardly Mysterion. So right here, look at this. We've got Longfellow and Monty Straight in a Rewind championship match. I love these new graphics. They show off the posers so much more. All right. I think both of these guys are here. Good luck to both of yins. Longfellow has had his entire soul placed in jeopardy by Straight, but will he get his revenge here tonight? Let's find out. The bell rings. Straight's eyes twinkle as Khalil charges in, but like a matador, Straight sidesteps the charge and jabs him right in the kidney. Ooh. Khalil drops down to a knee and is met with a palm thrust to the side of the head. Straight tees off on him. He forces Khalil to the ground, face first. Monty whips him into the ropes. An axe kick by Longfellow. Monty climbs back up. Another axe kick. But Monty's back up again. The axe kick misses this time, because Khalil has dropped to his knees. He's clutching at his chest. His rotting soul is coming back to haunt him. The Straight shooter takes advantage of the situation. He's got him from behind. German suplex from Monty Straight into the bridge. 1, 2, but Longfellow kicks out. He's not down yet. Even with his soul dying, his heart is still beating. He climbs to his feet, uses the ropes. But Monty's up too. He charges in. Khalil pulls down the top rope and Straight heads over the top to the outside. Khalil pulls himself up barely. He sees Straight lying motionless outside. He clutches his chest and climbs the top rope. And he leaps off, but Monty meets him in the air with a drop kick to his midsection. High risk, no reward. Longfellow folds like a chair and hits the ground. Monty quickly rises back to his feet and slides Longfellow into the ring beneath the bottom rope. Straight gives fast pursuit, and he rolls Longfellow onto his back with a cover. 1, 2, but a small package reversal. Longfellow's got him. 1, 2, 3, no! Monty kicked out with not a fraction of a second to spare. That twinkle replaced in Monty's eye by a look far more furious now. He's pissed now. He's stomping at his midsection and his back and his side. Boot after boot after vicious boot. Straight works Khalil into the turnbuckles, stomping him till Longfellow is slumped in the middle of the corner. Monty goes to the opposite corner and he charges in, but Khalil moves. Straight's knee straight into the middle turnbuckle. He clutches at his knee, but Khalil lifts him up with a knee breaker. The running knee breaker. Khalil moves to the turnbuckles and climbs to the top rope. Flip the page right onto Monty's knee and he makes the cover. 1, 2, new champion. No! Straight kicks out. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for Longfellow to pick up this victory? He brings him up to his feet. Hits cross your T's, the crucifix driver. Great move. Makes another cover. 1, 2, 3, but no. No. Monty Straight has fought off everything that Longfellow has, but Longfellow's still got one more. There's nothing left for him to do. He picks him up straight up onto his shoulders and hits the poetic justice, the Samoan drop, then the Phoenix splash. Straights out. Longfellow hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It's over. A new champion in town. Longfellow has won, and he's got a microphone. What has he got to say to us? A deal made. Congratulations to Longfellow, to the new champion. And he says, for once, Monty, I know something you don't know. Monty makes a microphone come into existence and says, what do you mean, pal? Longfellow says, do you remember when we first met? When you first came to my study to strike a deal? He said, you said you weren't a crossroads demon, and you know them all by name, but so do I, Monty. Years of study and travel have led me to them. See, you can burn my life, you can burn my soul, but you cannot burn my memory, Monty. That remains so long as my life remains. Monty wants to know what the point is. Longfellow says, well, I spent 2 weeks tracking down every last crossroads demon I could find, but none of them were interested in a deal for my soul. You've all but destroyed me. But one of them was very interested in destroying you. Does the name Legba ring any bells? It doesn't to me, but we'll see if it does to Monty. Monty, has to hide a snarl. Khalil exits the ring and walks up the entrance ramp. As he exits the backstage, the big screen over the entrance cuts on. Longfellow says, we made a deal, as he disappears. On the screen, we're in Straight Shooter Studios, the show that never ends, and it's on fire. Monty Straight's show's set is burning to the ground. Monty is pissed. A door appears in front of him, and he just steps through it, exiting the ring and perhaps even this plane of existence to try to save his show's set. And what does Legba have to do with all this? Very, very interesting. But the hits keep on coming. We have got King Arthur and Berenger. Sir Percival. I should probably text my mother. She texted me, so I should probably text her back. Hold up. All right. Anyway, Sir Percival in King Arthur's dungeon, in his rotten, rancid, broken-down castle. You've got a man toiling over a brew on a boiling hot stove. The king himself stands in the background, hands firmly on hips. And he says, Sire, I must warn you that this potion is irreversible. If we use it, you'll create a monster. Arthur says that thou must not concern yourself with such frivolous details. He prepared a mammoth of a man who must be enslaved. We're getting a Frankenstein deal? To the table, behind the king, a muscular man lays unconscious, unknown, his eyes closed and his face resting peacefully. He says, "Very well, your majesty. It will be done." He injects him with some black potion. The man awakes, gasping for air, only to be held down by Arthur until he finally perishes, and his skin turns a vile, pale color, and black begins oozing from his eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. And he says, "Sir Percival, can thou hearst thy master?" Sir Percival's eyes pop open, even though he's dead, and he says, and Arthur cackles like every good supervillain and says, "Yes, yes." Sorry, I went Emperor Palpatine there for a moment. It says, "Sire, we must keep him here for one night and one morrow before he'll be strong enough to use in your war against Berenger." And he says, "If it's a war that maggot wants, it's a war he'll get." All right, what is up next? All right, double feature championship. Xander Zane, Tommaso Vitale, and Mysterion. Who will be the double feature champion? We've already had one title change. Will we get a second? The double feature championship is on the line. A battle between the Rock God, the Cloaked Conundrum, and the Boss. Tommaso and Zane, as you'd expect, turn their attention to Mysterion, attacking him, simultaneously knocking him around like a pinball. Zane into the exchange with a huge uppercut. Mysterion gets lifted up before slammed to the mat with a thud. Zane goes in for a cover, but Vitale pulls him off. The two rise to their feet. Zane gives a quick shrug and a grin. He's all about that life. They circle around the ring looking at one another. They lock up, but Zane slips and moves past with a little hip wiggle and a wink to somebody in the crowd. Vitale grabs his waist while he's distracted into the German. Zane's shoulders are down, but it gets a kick out. Zane rolls to his feet as Vitale does as well. Vitale rushes in for a clothesline. Zane puts him onto the apron with a hurricane run out of nowhere. Mysterion hooks on to the head of Vitale, sends him flying off the apron onto the hard floor outside of the ring. Mysterion smirks before sliding back into the ring where Zane is beckoning him on. Mysterion rushes towards Zane, who leaps right over him. The Conundrum hits the ropes, bounces, but he gets lifted up and twirled around, and he goes to hook the head of the Zane. There you go, there's a new nickname, Hayden. For a tilt-a-whirl DDT, he spikes him into the mat. The masked man staggers up, and he sees Vitale stirring on the outside. He climbs to the top rope before leaping out onto Vitale. Overcast. The diving elbow blasts him back into the barricade with a huge impact. Mysterion staggers to his feet before rolling into the ring. He hits the Xander's favorite, the back thrust kick, the chop, the roundhouse kick. It floors him as he slumps into the bottom turnbuckle. Xander's up to his feet with a grin. He rushes in and nails the Bronco Buster, Ride the Lightning. He pulls out Mysterion and hooks the legs. And he gets a 1. He gets a 2. But Mysterion's foot are on the ropes. Xander rolls to his feet. He lifts up Mysterion, but Mysterion rolls him up. 1, 2, another kick out. They're both up. Mysterion with a handspring elbow blasts Zane into the corner. Mysterion rushes towards him before getting a big monkey flip. He gets to his feet before turning to see a flying man. Flying clothesline, Vitale's taken out Mysterion, but then he leaps onto him and yanks his head back into a dragon sleeper hold. They call that the sleep with fish. Vitale wants to get the tap out. He's got it cranked in. Mysterion's beginning to grow weary, but Hangover Sunday, the whiskey lands in the eyes of Vitale. He's grasping his eyes in pain. Zane with another chug, and he cracks it over the head of Mysterion. It's all legal in a triple threat match. The rock god clambers to the top rope. He strums a little and then nails the split-legged moonsault. Smoke on the water. Mysterion is in some serious pain now. Xander with the cover. 1, 2, but Vitale breaks it up. Zane is back up to his feet. He moves into Vitale. The kick up, but Xander's got the boot. He twirls him around. The neck breaker stunner. The mic drop. Mysterion is out. Zane makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Xander Zane. We won't see another title change. He has held on to his title despite the odds against him here tonight. Congratulations, Xander Zane. Congratulations. What do we have next? Ooh. We've got a segment for Red Wing and Darkwish entitled Crime Alley. Is Chris even here? I don't know. Hope you're here, Chris. In an alley outside the tap room, we find a young lady on the ground with a mugger looming above her, armed with a gun. Pop, hiss, smoke fills the area. Snap, the ruffian goes down. I love the word ruffian. His gun skitters to the darkened walls, cowering as the dark shadow materializes into none other than Darkwish himself. Darkwish, the terror of the night, kicks him in the knee, bending it back the other way. His eyes meet the eyes of the girl, who's just as terrified as the would-be mugger. He lunges in to grab the injured ruffian by the neck, but suddenly releases him, stiffening. And he says, Red Wing? The Red Knight has materialized out of the shadows, and he says, don't do it. With a small chuckle, Darkwish heads towards his former partner, but stops just short. He kneels down and picks up the dropped gun and points it directly at the mugger. Says, tell me, partner, if you had a choice, knowing what you know now, would you have killed Jigsaw when you had the chance? But Red Wing doesn't hesitate, and he says, no. I made the choice to save lives. Any man can bring death, but spare me. Darkwish spits at him. Then he turns the gun on the girl and asks, why do innocents have to die while heroes and villains play their game? The girl's crying, obviously. Red Wing seems shocked that he would even suggest this. But Darkwish says, I'm neither, referring to heroes or villains. No one will have to suffer the way I did, not while I bring justice. Red Wing responds, that's not justice. You don't get to decide. Darkwish moves the gun back to the mugger, and he pulls the trigger. Click! Rage in his eyes, Darkwish looks back to see Red Wing with a handful of bullets, having emptied the gun earlier. Red Wing says, I had to try to save you, but there's nothing left to save. Another pop and hiss. Smoke floods the area. Red Wing is gone. The injured criminal is gone. The girl is gone. Darkwish is left alone with nothing but an empty gun. All right. We got a match. Nocturne versus Troy Solveig. Two guilty warriors, both demons of truest evil in the other's eyes. They now find themselves in one final trial by combat. No gods to absolve them. Their fate lies in their own survival, as only one man will emerge victorious, while the other may well face his last moments on this earth. The bell barely even rings before they rush in. They want this badly. They light each other up with huge lefts and rights. Troy misses a wild haymaker, but Nocturne He punishes him with a stiff jab to the kidneys. Troy staggers back. Nocturne lands another blow, a knee to the kidneys. Lots of kidney shots here tonight. And he goes for a kick, but Troy grabs him by the throat. Modified spinebuster. Troy pulls Nocturne to his feet, stunning him with a trio of quick elbows to the jaw before he grabs him around the waist. And he throws him across the ring, the belly to belly. But Nocturne lands on his feet. Troy turns around into a leaping kick to the midsection, knocks him back, knocks the wind out of his throat. Another savage thrust leaves Troy gasping for air, but he bats away the claw. He drills him with a massive headbutt. A thin trail of almost black blood oozes down the fallen angel as he wipes it away before nailing Troy with a sickening kick to the ribs. We hear a slight crack as Troy winces in pain, allowing Nocturne to wrap himself around in an abdominal stretch, his legs constricting his stomach as he begins raining down, elbow after elbow. But Troy refuses to fall. Nocturne speeds up, impossibly so, but Troy withstands every one. He traps Nocturne's arm, lifts him up onto his feet, and hits the modified air raid crash. He drove him down, but Troy is still feeling the multiple elbows. He rises up, trying to shake out the cobwebs as Nocturne rushes in. He tosses him away, but Nocturne rolls to his feet. He rushes forward once more. Valkyrie, the Superman punch doesn't even drop Nocturne. He goes back into the ropes. Stomp of the behemoth. Nocturne drives Troy down with all of his weight. It didn't knock him out, but it put him down for a moment. Bells are ringing in the trickster's head. He's slapping himself in the face. He rises to his feet, head down as fury begins to overwhelm him. Damn it, Troy, don't get angry. Is that all you got, boy? Troy looks up, but Nocturne's on the top rope. He leaps up with the abysmal mask. Nocturne grabs Troy's head, slams him down as he tries to drive both thumbs into Solvig's eyes. But the trickster is using all of his strength to prevent that. The two struggle, both men's entire bodies shaking from the force, but Nocturne's hatred is stronger as the right thumb inches closer and closer. Troy struggles valiantly, but he can't stop it. The right thumb drives into Troy's eye. Abyssal mask, sorry. I wanted to add the M. The trickster yells out as the right thumb is in his eye. Nocturne is orgasming in glee, blood oozing from the ravaged right eye of Solvig. It's sapping away his strength. As the left thumb inches closer and closer, he's trying to blind Solvig. Solvig outstretches his left hand, feeling a soft thunk. Before he slams Volsinger into the temple of Nocturne, he's getting his ass destroyed. Nocturne goes flying back, slamming into the nearby turnbuckles as Troy stands using the hammer for support. Blood is pooling down his right eye, both men breathing heavily as they rush in. Nocturne rushes forward. Troy slams Volsinger down to the mat, violently shaking the canvas as Nocturne stumbles. Another Valkyrie. Troy barely lets the punch hit before lifting him up. Hammer of the gods. Damn it, Troy. Finish him. Nocturne rises up. Troy's got the hammer, and he throws the hammer at Nocturne, who catches it in midair. Damn it. Damn it. Troy's in shock. He pours all of his power into the hammer's velocity, but Nocturne holds it in place with ease. He shakes his head slowly. He pushes it forward as the hammer rushes towards Troy. Solvig tries to stop it, but the hammer slams into him, sends him flying into the turnbuckles. Nocturne rushes forward, drilling Troy with a series of shots before a sickening knee damn near breaks Troy's ribs. He staggers out right into darkness, falls. Troy falls to his knees as Nocturne backs up, looking for the killer blow before stopping himself. He goes to the top rope. He waits patiently for Troy. Solvig leaps onto the ropes, crotching Nocturne. Troy climbs up, and he lifts him up. The ultimate hammer of the gods, the super jackhammer. And the referee slides in. 1, 2, 3. The trickster did it. Putting everything on the line to put down the dark reminder of his sins. The war may be over for the time, but will either man have anything left for Pandemonium later on tonight? I don't know if they will. They've both had the crap beat out of them. Hell of a match. Thank you to whoever said they wrote that. Zach, I think. All right. I don't know if that's the kill it with fire move. I don't even think I added those, but it's going to be now. All right, what's next? Ooh, more Xander Zane, Tommaso Vitale, and Mysterion. Entitled Loose Ends. Tommaso Vitale, his match is over, and the guy just looks plain exhausted. He walks with purpose with his well-dressed bodyguards flanking his sides. He puts on his suit jacket. He fixes his hair. They come to the parking lot, and he looks around curiously, and his eyes stop on a point and makes his way towards the corner of the lot where Mysterion steps out of the shadows. And a grin smears across Vitale's face. It says, You've done wonderfully, my friend. My friend? It says, let's skip the small talk, Kiro. Do we have what we agreed upon? Vitale, they're working together. Vitale pecks away at his phone screen. The electrical pull was positively haunting, and the gas to knock us out was thrilling. Although I do feel you could have pulled your punch a little better while giving me this black eye. Mysterion says, hey, you wanted convincing? A black eye is convincing. Well, the money has been transferred. He siphoned the money from Xander Zane's account. That's what I like to see, including that Scooby-Doo money. I love Scooby-Doo. I have a Scooby-Doo costume, as a matter of fact. Maybe one time I'll wear it on stream. Vitale grins as Mysterion nods at his phone, acknowledging the transaction. And Vitale pulls out the small white box and hands it over. Enough truth serum to get the answers out of anyone you inject with it, but sometimes you can't handle the truth. Mysterion puts it away as Vitale grins at his own joke. He begins to walk away as Mysterion speaks up. He says, why do you want Xander Zane so badly anyways? Vitale doesn't even turn around, but says the only thing more powerful than money is influence. And Xander will give me that on a silver platter. Shouldn't have even mentioned it. There's actually should be a picture, if you're friends with me on Facebook, from either Christmas, this past Christmas or the Christmas before when I wore it. It was from my mother. I can actually see the costume now. But anyway, that was a good seg. Really like seeing that Vitale really turned it around and was scheming in his own way. Love it. Look at this. Look at Game Boy rocking out. And Sparrow looking to the sky as always. And it says, I can't. Game Boy, Intrepid, and Sparrow have decided to divide and conquer. They're looking for the hacker. They've chosen 3 locations to investigate before Pandemonium in hopes of bringing a stop to this reign of terror. And we're shown 3 side-by-side segments in a montage, one of each of our heroes. They each walk into abandoned buildings around the tap room. They're searching for something, anything that can get them closer to the hacker, but each one comes up short. And when they finally come together, they're disgruntled. It's useless, Game Boy campaigns. He complains that he found no evidence, no leads, no nothing. But suddenly there's a loud beeping noise. It's from a device belonging to Intrepid. It's an alien cell phone. He says, yes. No. I've yet to retrieve them. And he steps to one side and says, no, retrieving them is harder than I thought. And says, no, sir, I understand what's at stake, but... He's interrupted, the call abruptly ending. He turns to Game Boy and Sparrow, who overheard everything, and says, problems? And said, red and yellow have been spotted mere sectors away from my planet, Intrepid. Tells them, it won't be long before they're upon us. But Sparrow, he remembers his bonds of brotherhood and says he can't. And that halts them all. Intrepid's like, what do you mean? I need you, Sparrow. But Sparrow chimes in and says, I've seen what they're capable of, the destruction they've caused. It cannot be stopped. Retrieving all the rings won't save your planet. It'll just end us all in one place. I'm sorry. Sparrow walks away. And Game Boy says, don't worry. We'll convince him. All right. All right, what is next? Ooh. Ooh. Nightstick versus the Scarecrow. Are we already here? Goodness gracious, we're already here. We're cooking through this show with fire. The World Championship match, ladies and gentlemen. Who will go on to Ring of Dreams to face the winner of Pandemonium? Will it be Nightstick or Scarecrow? True justice finally solved the impossible riddle. And now Nightstick finds himself face to face with evil itself. Has Scarecrow truly become a force for good? Or will the law unearth his true nature and punish him accordingly? Nightstick rushes in, wasting no time. With a stiff boot to the jaw that Scarecrow barely even feels, he delivers another and it staggers the Hayman. Nightstick goes for a third, but Scarecrow catches him. He drills him with a massive right. Scarecrow goes for another, but Nightstick slips out of his grip. Desperate uppercut gets him some distance. Nightstick unleashes a fury of lefts and rights upon the Hayman. Another uppercut, dazing the monster for a moment that allows the law to lift him up high and slam him onto the mat with a body slam. The champion doesn't let up, immediately mounting Scarecrow as he rains down lefts and rights, trying to do something, anything, to even hurt the Scarecrow, who simply sits there taking the punishment with a blank look on his face. Nightstick unleashes a sickening headbutt that only makes Scarecrow blink. Before his right hand comes out, he's got him by the throat. Nightstick tries to break the hold, slamming down fist after fist. As the Hayman rises to his feet, he lifts the law into the air. Bye, DDT? Nightstick counters the choke slam, spiking him into the mat with a snap DDT as he staggers away, trying to catch his breath, as Scarecrow just sits up. He stares daggers through Nightstick. He's right up off his feet and goes in. Hard justice. The massive clothesline from hell lands true. It doesn't take Scarecrow down, but he's hurt. Nightstick immediately unleashes Smith & Wesson, the dual bull hammers. Scarecrow's only down to a knee. He's taken it all. Nightstick pulls him up. He thrusts Crow between his legs, and he hits the 911, the brutal powerbomb. Scarecrow bounces off the mat with force as Nightstick makes the cover. 1, 2, but Scarecrow kicks out, barely even a 2 count. Not even a 2 count. Nightstick doesn't know what to do. The law composes himself as he watches Scarecrow rise up. Another hard justice. This time, the Hayman is sent crashing to the mat from the sheer bone-crushing force. Nightstick considers going for another pinfall, but he knows it's not enough. He grabs his trusty sidekick at ringside. The champion needs to go all out to put down the monster. Nightstick is in the ring. He urges Scarecrow up off the mat as the Hayman sits right up into excessive force. Nightstick slams it down onto his head, sending the monster crashing onto the mat. He drives it down again and again before wrapping it around his right fist. He mounts him again and starts beating the fuck out of him with the Nightstick. Lefts, rights, everywhere he can hit him. The monster, he can't handle it. Nightstick gets off. He twirls the stick around in his hands and he waits for Crow to get up. Nightstick is laying a beating in on the Scarecrow. The Hayman sits up, thin trails of black blood spilling down as Nightstick rears back. But Scarecrow catches the Nightstick. The Hayman just stares at the champion. He's got it tighter, and he breaks the stick in half. Scarecrow gets to his feet. He tosses the broken stick away. He absorbs another headbutt. As the Nightstick rushes into the ropes, he goes for the hard justice, but it's countered with the Haymaker. Nightstick ran right into it. The champ's out on his feet. Scarecrow grabs him by the throat and lifts him up into the air. Bye, Birdie. Nightstick is down. Hayman hooks the leg. 1, 2. But Nightstick kicks out. The champion will not go down that easily. Scarecrow just nods his head, wipes the ooze out of his eyes. He lifts him up to his feet, lifts him up into the crucifix powerbomb. The lights go out. Scarecrow is looming over the law. Crow drops down. He hooks the leg for the cover. 1, 2. No, nice stick kicked out barely at the 3 count. 2.99 repeating, of course. But Nightstick, he doesn't just kick out. He's got the guillotine chokehold locked in out of nowhere. Nightstick pulls back with all of his strength. Scarecrow is struggling. The blood drips down his face as Crow sinks to one knee. Nightstick cinches back the hold even further as he tries to choke out the monster. The Hayman is fading, but the ref doesn't even get close enough to grab his hand before his eyes open. Scarecrow is back up. He lifts him up, brings him down to the mat with a power bomb. Damn near broke Nightstick in half. Scarecrow pulls him up, going for another choke slam. He's double fisting him. He runs forward, full force. Bye-bye, Birdie, the choke bomb. It plants Nightstick into the mat. Scarecrow's got both legs this time. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new champion. No, we don't. Somehow the foot on the damn ropes. Nightstick has saved himself. Scarecrow is furious. The Hayman is shaking with rage as he pulls Nightstick up. A low blow. It does nothing. Of course it doesn't. Scarecrow just looks at him with pity. He shakes his head as he grips the champion by the neck once more. Nightstick struggles under the pure strength of the Hayman as he fumbles around. He grabs something from his side, a stun gun into Scarecrow's neck. The electricity flows through Scarecrow, sends waves of pain through the Hayman as he drops Nightstick. Good old 5-0 catches his breath. He hits the ropes. He ducks under the first wild haymaker, bounces off the other side, but gets his head knocked off with a big boot. Whew. This may have well been the knockout blow as Nightstick is out, but Scarecrow is incensed as he looks to absolutely end Nightstick here. He picks him up by the throat. He damn near throws him onto the top rope. Stepping over the ropes, he goes up top. He's got him by the throat. He goes for the super bye-bye. No, he doesn't. Massive headbutt. Another headbutt. Nightstick screams out. The man who solved the impossible riddle refuses to go down. He's got Scarecrow up. Top rope 911. A massive power bomb from the top rope. Nightstick, he rolls through. A second 911. A massive sit-down power bomb that shakes the ring. Ah, damn. Nightstick is up. He's pumped up. He's Nightsticking up. He lifts up Scarecrow once more. But the lights go out again. They're both on their feet, staring each other down as they come back on. The massive haymaker. It stuns Nightstick. Scarecrow's got him by the throat, up in the air with both arms. Full force no, but Nightstick is out. Scarecrow takes a kick to the gut. He's lifted up. Nightstick rushes forward. The buckle bomb, law and order. Nightstick collapses onto the Hayman. All of his energy has been spent, but will it be enough? 1, 2, 3, it will. The bell rings. The crowd roars in approval. The Law is handed his belt as he tries to stand but simply collapses. The man who ended the streak, he's done it once more. Nightstick and is still your OSW World Champion. And whoever wins Pandemonium, justice will come for you. Nightstick is going on to Ring of Dreams. Congratulations to Connor. Great match. Oh. But the important thing that we all need to keep in mind is that it ain't over yet for Nightstick tonight. There's a whole nother match coming, boys. 2 years after Connor cashed in on me, I'm cashing in on him. It's happening, or I'm invading. Let me use the right terminology. It's going down. I don't know if I got him, but it's going down. All right, here we go. Nightstick thinks he's done it, but he hasn't. Troy Solvig is here. The bell's ringing. It's going on. It's happening. The giant spear. The Viking roars. He's been in one war tonight, almost lost a damn eye. But he wants another. Nightstick is up. Troy grabs him. He nails the jackhammer, but Nightstick with a thumb to the eye. He drops behind to roll them up. 1, 2, but a kick out. Both men spring away from the roll-up, but Solvig catches him with a thunderous clothesline. He signals for his punch, looking to put it away. He goes for Valkyrie, but no, Nightstick ducks it. The neck breaker. It bought him some time to recover. The champion rolls to the outside, escaping the combat zone. He really needs a minute here, but Troy is up with the baseball slide straight to the outside. Nightstick dodges, only to be lifted and drop chest first on the ring apron. He bounces backwards and immediately scooped back up and down with a body slam on the wooden floor. Troy does it again and again, slamming him headfirst into the steel ring steps. Nightstick has gone limp. The Viking kicks him violently off the steps, pulls the steel away from the ring post. He slides the steps under the bottom rope, jamming them halfway between the outside and the ring. He grabs Nightstick and runs him straight into the steel ring steps like a clothesline. The cop hits the deck, rolling under the ring nearly. Troy pulls him out, but a steel chair to the skull. Nightstick grabbed a weapon. The ref is letting it all go. The ref is letting it all go. Solvig stumbles backwards. The groggy champion unleashes another chair shot. He levels Solvig. He puts him into the ring. Nightstick sends him to the ropes. Troy ducks the excessive force. The baton shot fails. Solvig turns him, lifts him up. Oh, another baton to the skull, the chest, the legs. Solvig is down, the DDT. He needs to cover. He needs to cover. He finally does. 1, 2, but a kick out. Solvig kicks out. It wasn't enough. Nightstick's up to his feet, desperately hoping it'll end. He grabs him, whips him into the corner. Then he storms in. Rights, lefts, rights and lefts. He mounts the turnbuckle, raining down right hands upon the skull of the Viking. But Troy lifts him up, spine on the pine. An epic spine buster, and he makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, it was a kick out. Solvig is frustrated. It's a fight a long time in the makings. These two went to war for the opportunity that Nightstick won to dethrone the Riddler, but Troy's always had the briefcase. And they're facing off one-on-one. They get to their feet, exhausted, brutalized, and out on their feet. They start slugging back and forth. Remember, Nightstick killed Troy Solvig at Chain Reaction. He used that damn sword. Right hands, left hands. Who can withstand the most punishment, the grizzled cop or the Viking? Solvig beats Nightstick back into the ropes. Hits the Valkyrie Superman punch. Every ounce of it. Makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Nightstick kicked out. Son of a bitch. Troy cannot believe it. He cannot. He pulls the stick up. He spins the bullhammer. Another one, Smith and Wesson. Smith and Wesson. Troy stumbles. The ropes barely hold him up. It's like he got hit by a truck. The champion with the spinning slides. The ode to Boss Man. He makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Nightstick retains. No, he doesn't. Troy's foot's on the ropes. I really do appreciate the lack of a million false finishes here. They may come later, but I appreciate the lack of them here. Nightstick can't celebrate yet. He's taken off his bulletproof vest. He's got it as a weapon. Nightstick runs at him with the vest. Kick to the gut, a Northern Lights suplex. The vest goes flying, but Troy doesn't even bridge. He's got the vest. He grabs Nightstick, pulls him up, and he wraps the vest around his head. Wait a second, don't do it. He positions him for the jackhammer, only he's backed up to the steel stairs that are still half inside the ring. Don't you dare. The jackhammer, no, Nightstick is out. He wraps it over Solvig's head. He positions him for the jackhammer. No, Brainbuster. Damn it. Brainbuster on the bulletproof vest on the steel steps. Troy ragdolls, absolutely unconscious. Son of a bitch. Nightstick covers. 1, 2. That's got to be it. 3. Son of a bitch. It's over. Nightstick has retained. He's retained the championship. What a match. What a victory. The ref hands him the belt. It's over. Nightstick beat Troy. Damn it. Another invasion over. Great match. All right. Let's move forward. All right, here we go. We've got David Manson and Eli Forever. Now, whoa, guys. Connor and I are not that far off in our win-loss record against one another. Let's make that clear. I think he's up by 1 or 2 right now, but we're fairly even. If you want to know who really owns me every time, it's Cal. But that's neither here nor there. All right, let's see what's going on with David Manson and Eli Forever. Segment is entitled Ding Dong. Previously recorded. It's high noon. And what remains of the Forever family are entering a seemingly abandoned warehouse. If you remember, they have tracked Mother Magdalene. Eli, Judah, and Rose enter cautiously. Inside is the large box-type room we saw at Shattered Dreams, covered in lead, impenetrable. But suddenly the lights come on. The Nightmare family is here. David Manson is here. It was a trap. Son of a bitch. It's a trap. Look at this, boys. Manson taunts. Bubba thinks he's going to save her. But Eli says, you're an idiot. It ends now. Eli lunges forward, grabbing Manson. He puts a knife to his neck, Manson's own knife, and he says, these people are loyal to me. The Heir Eternal drags him towards the door, but the Nightmare whistles. A follower's got Rose, another's got Judah. They're actually siding with Manson. Double cross. Panic in his eyes. Eli tries to measure the situation, but Rose yells out. They're trying to protect our mother. She's all that matters. Eli is confident in his sister. He puts her in front, or he takes and puts Manson to the door. And he says, open it. The Nightmare opens the door. Okay, what are we going to find? The door opens. The scene inside is a serene one. Mother Magdalene is sat in her comfy chair, but there's one noticeable difference. Blood. Blood everywhere. Eli rushes to his mother in shock, but Manson is even more shocked. What the fuck? Her throat has been split from corner to corner, the blood congealing and drying upon her clothes, and laying in her cold hands is a small butter knife covered in shredded skin. She killed her damn self. What the hell? Eli takes his mother's hand and looks into her eyes dismayed. Manson kicks the side of the door and yells out, who the fuck said to kill her? She was mine. Who the hell killed Mother Magdalene? She killed herself. It wasn't Manson. But chaos is unfolding. There's a civil war. The thing that held the Forever family loyal to Manson is gone. Those loyal to Forever, they've secured Rose and Judah. Those loyal to Manson are ready to fight, but Nightmare is having none of it. He's got his knife back, and he looks to him and he says, ding dong, the bitch is gone, boys. Hope she burns in hell. Rose and Judah rush in as Manson is gone, and he looks up at Judah and says, now it's time to turn the river red, and we'll leave none alive, but Manson is mine. Mother Magdalene is dead, and Eli Forever is no longer holding back. It just got turned up to 20 with these bunch. But what do we have? What do we have next? Pandemonium, it looks like. Red Wing is first. Red Wing is entry number 1. This is Pandemonium. Glad you guys like that. And I knew from reading above, I knew that Connor was going to be the best when he posted. I just hoped that Dean wouldn't see it that way. All right, Red Wing, what do you got for us here? Who will be number 2? Sparrow. The Great Hope makes his way to the ring. His head is tilted. It's going to be epic. They shake hands, the two brothers of Shadow Force. They lock up Red Wing into the side headlock. He goes for the killing joke, but Sparrow pushes him away. Red Wing turns only to be popped up in the air. Sparrow leaps the Eternal Spring. The pop-up Frankensteiner. Sparrow looks for the cover, but Red Wing heads to the outside. Sparrow with a baseball slide to send him into the barricade. He pulls him away. He slams him into the ring apron. The Cape Crusader, though, doesn't hold back, blocking a right-hand attempt. He leans in with a headbutt. Uppercut, the return to Arkham. Double underhook DDT on the floor. Red Wing pulls him back to his feet, slides him into the ring. He's going for the early elimination, but it only gets a kick out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who will be number 3? I believe number 3 has even won in the past. Who is this? Who is this? It's Intrepid. Intrepid is number 3. The Fearless Explorer. He runs in. He stops short of Red Wing. Are they going to fight? They damn sure are. They lock up. Intrepid slips behind with the hammerlock. Runs him into the ropes before rolling off behind as Red Wing holds on. The superhero rushes back towards him. He ducks a clothesline. He spins. The DDT by Intrepid, but it gets a kick out at 2. Sparrow is back up, waiting for one of his two friends to get back to theirs. He and Intrepid share a look, followed by a nod of respect. The Great Hope storms out of the corner, but Intrepid ducks. Springboard, the shooting star, the springboard, knee to the face. But Red Wing rolls him up from behind. 1, 2, kick out. Both men scramble back to their feet. Red Wing turns him inside out with the clothesline. He goes over to Sparrow, runs him towards the corner, the killing joke, the running bulldog onto the middle turnbuckle. 5, 4, who's going to be next? 3, 2, 1, buzz? It's Game Boy. Is Shadow Force going to fill the ring up? Game Boy, he hits a Hurricane Rana on Red Wing. Intrepid is up a level 1, super kick to Intrepid. Game Boy is cleaning the house. Cleaning the house? That's not how that works. He pulls Sparrow up, who can barely stand. The button masher, Game Boy, but he falls to his knees. He's been hacked. He's been beating up his own teammates. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. He slides to the outside. He's got a steel chair. Don't do it, Game Boy. Take the headset off. Chair shot to Red Wing. Chair shot to Intrepid. Chair shot to Sparrow. Jesus, he's laying waste. Game Boy throws the chair down, seemingly snapping out of whatever hack trance he was in. He looks down in shame, drops to his knees, but there's no time for sorrow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzz? Who's it gonna be? Chris, you got what you asked for. Shadow Force, reunited. All right, guys, we've got our first 4 in here. Who's going to be number 5? Who will be number 5? We'll find out shortly. I don't think I'm going to finish this Powerade, so we won't need to transition to the new one until Ring of Dreams. Well, I do have to say, I wouldn't be shocked if it was Behringer. It's not. It's Troy, the former member of... What the hell was the name of the stable? I don't remember. But the Vindicators, damn it. The Vindicators, he betrayed them. Here he is. And he's real happy. They're all out. Troy's almost lost a damn eye. He's got his ass kicked all over the damn place. All right, Troy's in the ring. He swats away a drop kick. Gets right back up, ducks underneath. Basolvig barely stumbles at the shots from Gray Boy. I apparently am struggling now. Game Boy. Troy with a fierce headbutt. Intrepid and Sparrow are back up to their feet. They run. They're going to attack him all together. The springboard knee, the shooting star. But Troy with the Valkyrie. We're getting the countdown to the next person. Troy is not really cleaned house, but who's next? There's Behringer, son of a bitch. It's going to even... How is that? All right. Here we go. They're going to double, quadruple, quintuple team Troy. He and Behringer and Troy clash like two titans in the middle of the ring. They meet once more in the middle, trading rights and lefts. Red Wing with the chop block, that's my move. Sparrow with a Frankensteiner. Shadow Force are fighting back, stronger as a unit. Solvig with a big boot to the face of Game Boy. The green light, the flying X handle. Intrepid takes him down. They're all leaping into the cover. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, but no. Troy ain't having that shit. He powers him off. He survives it all. Unless you got a big sword. Which I guess Behringer has a big sword. Red Wing runs at him. Spear by Behringer. He got him. But Game Boy, the reset, the running shooting star press. He covers again. 1, 2, 3. But no, Troy kicks out again. Let's see who number 7 is. This is going to be just like last year's where I forget what number we're on every time somebody new comes out. Shadow Force, the former Vindicators, and Troy, the guy who betrayed them all. Remember, Shadow Force serve Yahweh. So what are we going to see next? Is someone going to even the odds for Troy? Hell no. Jesse Martin, number 7. He's a newcomer, which is apparently his nickname. He slides in, drops Game Boy. Sparrow gets dropped down across the top rope. This is his Pandemonium debut. Troy with a knee to the gut, though. It stops him right in his track. Intrepid and Sparrow are ready. And he says, I'm sorry it had to be this way. Sparrow tilts his head, and a green glow overpowers him. What? What's going on? Sparrow is trapped by Intrepid. And Intrepid says, I needed your help to save my planet. I needed your ring. More than that, I can't let them die. He's got the blue ring. He takes the ring. Son of a bitch. As Intrepid releases his hold, Sparrow drops to see his former friends storm him. The green spirit courage. Jesse Martin rolls up. Think he rolls up Intrepid. 1, 2, 3. Intrepid has been eliminated. He vanishes. He took Sparrow's damn ring. He took Sparrow's damn ring. What the hell? What is Sparrow even going to do? Intrepid has taken the one thing that matters to him most. The one thing that defines who he is and what he's capable of. Who's going to come in next? The Scarecrow. The Scarecrow is here. Just after our first elimination, he is here and he is ready. He's got Jesse Martin by the throat. Bye-bye, Birdie. He makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jesse Martin is out. Scarecrow, a house of damn fire. Game Boy runs into the clutches of the monster. A choke slam to Game Boy. Choke slam to Red Wing. Choke slam to Behringer. Scarecrow is decimating Shadow Force. Scarecrow is going to cover, but Troy is here. They're toe-to-toe. It could explode, and it does. They really don't like each other. They're trading rights and lefts. The ring shaking with every impactful blow. Scarecrow wins out. Of course he does. He's fresher. He runs him into the rope, sends him across the ring. Big boot. He immediately stalks him. He's ready to end it. Troy is up. Choke slam. No. Troy's out. Knee to the gut. He hits the Superman punch. And then the jackhammer on Scarecrow. 1, 2, 3. The Scarecrow has been eliminated? Troy Solvig eliminated the Scarecrow. Ah ha ha. The cats outside are fighting. I hear them screaming. All right, anyway, back to action. Solvig takes out the Scarecrow. Who's next? They're Scarecrow fans. Yeah. Who's next? It's I don't know if I should know who this is. Oh shit, it's Jimmy Sarter. Son of a bitch. That's why you're here, Mikey. That's not a newbie. Look at that handsome son of a bitch. The fans are going ballistic. He's onto the stage, a massive grin on his face. He has come to Pandemonium. He ducks the clothesline from Solvig. He kicks him low with the warning shot, the pump handle slam. But Solvig powers out. He stumbles the Innovator. Solvig with a big boot. He's looking to cut the wrestling return short, but Red Wing is here. He spins Solvig around, drives him headfirst into the turnbuckle. The Killing Joke, he makes the cover. 1, 2, damn it. No, Solvig kicks out. Red Wing can't believe it. Red Wing can't believe it. But Sarter's waiting. He grabs him by the arms. Chin check, the holding arm, tugging drop kick. They're chanting his name. What a baby face. The Innovator nods at the ovation. He grabs Red Wing, whips him into the corner, climbs the ropes. The thrill ride. He drives his head into the canvas. 1, 2, 3. Red Wing has been eliminated. Oh, man. It's going down. Behringer, Game Boy, and Sparrow. They're back in the ring. They're not happy, and they have every right to feel that way. Who's gonna even? Well, there's not really odds to even, but who's next? It's Redmond Quinn, the tutor. Entry number 10. 6 guys in the ring, and we're halfway through the match. Jimmy is trying to fight off Shadow Force, but it's 3-on-1. He doesn't do well in that kind of scenario. Quinn gets into the act. He clobbers Behringer. He's taken him off. Sparrow doesn't know what to do. He's crouching in the corner. Without his ring, he has no power. There's something different about him. Quinn slams a knee into the midsection of Behringer before whipping him across the ring, running to catch him with a clothesline. The teacher turns his attention to Troy, snaps him into a side headlock. Game Boy goes after Jimmy. Behringer pulls Solvig away from Quinn to drive him into the canvas with a German. He gets back up. Redmond rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, but no. Redmond gets kicked right in the face by Jimmy Sarter. As we've got another entry. Who will it be? It's David Manson. He goes right after Jimmy Sarter. He takes him out with a headbutt. He kicks Quinn. The vile Manson. He's got Sparrow in the corner. He runs across the ring to kneel him in the face. Manson wanted to kill him just a month ago. Game Boy. He's being hacked again. Manson pulls him up. Small package pile driver into the cover. 1, 2, but Game Boy kicks out somehow. Behringer goes after Sarter, kicks him across the ring, but Jimmy lands on his feet. Spinning heel kick. Manson goes for the German, but Jimmy lands on his feet. Drop kick into the corner. Redmond Quinn rolls up Sarter, but Sarter rolls through. Redmond's on his knees, kick to the head. Jimmy with the cover. 1, 2, 3, but no, the teacher kicks out. Who will be our next entrant? Hell of a match thus far. It's some other guy I don't know. It's Pain, a new guy. Pain steps into the arena. I just need to stop saying it like that. Pain. He's met by the chants for Jimmy. They're chanting his name, and he heads to the ring, and he's got a kendo stick. He hits Jimmy right across the skull. The Innovator hits the deck and curls into a ball as Pain delivers a vicious assault, slamming the kendo stick into him over and over. He broke it in half. His rage reminds the real fans of a time when DTR had a similar kind of response. Pain pulls him up. Pile driver. It knocks him off the mat, and it gets a 3 count because I scrolled too far. Pain has eliminated the fan favorite. Game Boy is trying to get back into action. Trying to get back with Sparrow. This is DTR, son of a bitch. Glad to see that man back. Mr. Edwards himself. Behringer checks in, but Manson and Solvig, they nailed him from behind. They put Sparrow into the double suplex. Now that's a partnership, Manson and Solvig. Who's next? Is it James Hunter? It is. The Question. What the hell? The Question is back for Pandemonium. He is back. He's got his damn axe. It's Q. Hell yeah. He swipes at Solvig, but he's got armor. He's okay. Troy scoops him up into the corner. But James Hunter smashes forearms down. He doubles over the Viking. He walks out of the corner to drop Pain with a big boot. The double underhook powerbomb into the DDT. He calls that the poetic justice. He covers Pain. 1, 2, 3. Pain is out. Hunter is back up to his feet, bombarded by Game Boy, who catches him with a flying crossbody. But the Question plucks him out of the air. It's a power slam. James has got tables. He's brought tables. The last time we saw James Hunter, he killed Phoebe Outlaw. He sets up the other table, one right next to another. He's back up on the apron. But Manson headbutts him. The suplex. But no, they're back on the apron. James Hunter and David Manson. Redmond Quinn storms across the ring. Spear into all of them, into the tables. The 3 of them went square ass into the tables. Holy shit. Man, who's next? It's El Treble. El Treble Jr. Hell yeah. Love that mask. The Green Bean is here. He slides under the ropes. Troy Solvig takes a Hurricane Rana. Redmond Quinn. He tries to get back onto the ring steps, but Treble with a tope suicida. He clobbers him. The Green Bean turns around to a massive big boot by Behringer. Behringer tosses him back inside the ring and follows him inside. Troy's got 2 ladders. He's a glutton for punishment. He slides one inside and sets the other from the ring apron in the barricade. Sparrow is back up. He's got the top rope. Behringer tosses the Green Bean the same way, but he lands on the ring apron. The Knight storms across the ring towards him with a boot. Only Treble sidesteps. He's hung up Behringer. He kicks the ropes up into his groin. Poor little Behringers. He runs across the ring post. Step up Enziguri. Behringer hits the mat hard. Treble slides to the outside. He helps Sparrow up, and they embrace on the outside, and the crowd goes wild. There it is. Who is next? What are we on? 14? Who's number 15? This match keeps on cooking. It's King Arthur. King Arthur is here. The Lich King. There's 9 wrestlers remaining. 9 wrestlers in the match. Sparrow, Game Boy, Troy, Behringer, Quinn, Manson, Hunter, and Treble, along with King Arthur. Him and Behringer come face to face. But James Hunter from behind. He clobbers Behringer, sends him into the ropes, turns to face Arthur, who kicks him low. Arthur's into the ropes. The massive running knee, but it doesn't even take Hunter down. The green bean leaps from the top rope with the Alver Verde. I don't think I said that right. Reverse Frankensteiner. Hunter flips over just in time for Sparrow to come off the top rope with the last beacon, the shooting star press. I lost my breath. Treble and Sparrow cover Hunter and get 1, 2, 3. James Hunter has been eliminated. Sparrow and Treble celebrate, but Arthur kicks Sparrow in the face. The green bean turns to an inside cradle. 1, 2, 3. El Treble Jr. is out. Arthur is back to his feet. He's mightily proud of himself, but Sparrow tackles him. There's 5 entries left and 7 in the match right now. And one of those entries is coming up next. And it's Mysterion. Both Matt characters are in this match. Mysterion is here. He slides into the ring. He ducks under a clothesline attempt by Redmond Quinn. The cloaked conundrum is back up to his feet, but Manson trips him. Manson slides into the ring, grabs the ladder left by Solvig, propping it up in the corner. Solvig, spear through the ladder. He speared Manson straight to hell. The metal snapped in half. Arthur can't believe it, but Behringer's hit him with the Vanquisher. 1, 2, 3. King Arthur has been eliminated. Game Boy rolls up Behringer. 1, 2, but a kick out. Behringer is shocked. Game Boy gets picked up for a scoop slam. He wiggles free. He hits the springboard. Springboard DDT to Behringer. Damn. Who's next? Who's next? Lord El Terminus is next. And then Aeon, as if they weren't the same person. Whew. Oh, I didn't unmute myself. I've got a local mute on my headset. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? You should. I can see audio. All right, who's next? It's Darkwish. Darkwish is next. That son of a bitch. He's ready to destroy Shadow Force. They're about to step into their own personal hell. I love it. He looks at his former friend Sparrow and grimaces. They collide in the middle of the ring. Darkwish grabs a broken half of the ladder and tosses outside the ring. He nails Redmond Quinn in the head. Game Boy and Behringer standing opposite Darkwish. It doesn't shake out well for the turncoat. Oh no, it's a 3-on-1. Shadow Force are attacked, but Mysterion with the save. Villains unite. Mysterion right hands Sparrow. Darkwish headbutts Behringer. He rakes the eyes of... How does he rake the eyes of Game Boy? Is he not wearing his headset anymore? He grabs Game Boy, tosses him over the top rope, runs towards Sparrow, and he takes out his legs with a leaping drop kick. He ducks under a clothesline by Behringer. He nails a DDT as we go to the next entrant. Can't call favoritism on Matt anymore. Whew. All right. We're cooking. There are 3 entrants left. And 4 of the entrants in the match are me and Matt. We've got increased odds, buddy. Come on, Trevor guy. You can do the math, but it spells disaster for you at sacrifice. Sacrifice. All right, who's next? It's Ethan Bird. Holy shit. The return of Ethan Bird, former multiple types of champions. Ethan Bird is here. Ethan Bird is here. And if it's not a sight for sore eyes, he's got his trash can. He's ready to hand out some naps. Dark Wish. Oh, trash can to the skull. Game Boy gets one. Troy nails the Valkyrie, the Superman punch on the jaw. But Manson's ready for revenge. The Manson clothesline. Manson demands. He picks him up, the horror show. Double underhook, running pile driver. Manson with the cover. 1, 2. No, Solvik kicks out. Good God, he's a durable motherfucker. The Nightmare can't believe it. He's got a barbed wire board. We're going to the extreme. Solvik is back up to his feet. He puts him up for another horror show. But Troy drops down with a low blow. Redmond Quinn, we're back with him. He stumbles out of the corner. Game Boy fires off some knees to his guts. But Quinn gets a clothesline. And our next entrant's running in. It's Longfellow. It's Longfellow. There's only one more spot left, and we've not seen a whole host of talent. This is unbelievable. Reigns not here. Nocturne's not here. Monty Straight's not here. Eli Forever's not here. Xander Zane's not here. One spot left. Who takes it? Mysterion is back in the ring. He attacks Redmond Quinn. Slams him into the corner. The monkey flip onto the barbed wire board. Quinn has been ripped to shreds. Mysterion is up with a smile, eagerly stomping down. Longfellow has got Ethan Bird. They're slugging away. Manson is back to his feet, but Darkwish rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, but a kick out. Manson pops up. Welcome to Manson Street. It's got to be over. 1, 2, 3. Darkwish has been eliminated. Son of a bitch, Manson. There's 9 left in the match. Only 1 entrance left. Here are one of the finalists. One of these men will win. Well, one of these men and whoever the final person is, who is presumably a man. Who's it gonna be? It's Monty Straight. Monty Straight is our final participant in this match. Monty Straight. He's the last instrument? No, he's the last entrant. The 20 participants have entered. One of these men will main event Ring of Dreams against Nightstick. Longfellow attacks Monty Straight immediately. He gets back, but Straight takes the advantage. He pulls Khalil towards the ring. He crashes his skull off the ring apron. But he's got the barbed wire board. Longfellow ducks the shot, and he scoops him up into the rolling Samoan drop. The poetic justice. He nails it again. It ended Straight earlier. Will it today? 1, 2, 3. It will. Monty Straight has been eliminated. The poet is back to his feet, talking trash at Straight before Ethan Bird turns him. The world's end is Fisherman's DDT. 1, 2, 3. Longfellow has been eliminated. We're down to the final 8. Sparrow, Game Boy, Troy Solveig, Behringer, Redmond Quinn, David Manson, Mysterion, and Ethan Bird. Damn it, the odds are in your favor now, Matt. Behringer, Game Boy, and Sparrow regroup together. Troy is in one corner. Manson in the other. Mysterion hangs out from the edge, and Redmond Quinn is out. And in the middle, Ethan Bird. 5. Wait, what's going on? There's going to be more entrants. The buzzer's going to go off. Who's coming in next? It's Rain. It's Rain. Rain is here. There's more to come. Number 21. No one in the ring can believe it. They're all fighting. It's pandemonium. Manson and Solvig team back up, going after Game Boy, Sparrow, and Behringer. Mysterion pulls Ethan Bird from the ring. Rain grabs Quinn, rolls him in. He's going to put him away. 1, 2, 3. Redmond Quinn is out, but no, he's not. He's still in it. The Outcast pulls for it, or he signals for the end, but Quinn backs out. The pump handle flatliner. Rain flips out. Troy from behind. He takes Quinn down with the spear. Manson spins Rain. Brother mine. DDT to Manson. That's a lot of shit happening. Rain gets back to his feet. Behringer pops him up. The power bomb, but a reversal. The Outcast is on fire. He looks to go after Behringer, but Game Boy arrives in the nick of time. Sparrow rolls Rain up. 1, 2, but a kick out. Rain, what a sequence. Shit, another entrant. Who is number 22? It's Nocturne. Nocturne is here. Nocturne is here. The demon appears. Troy, his attention is piqued. He runs to meet him. Rights, lefts, they beat the crap out of each other. Troy hits him with a knee. They despise each other. They're fighting it all out. Nocturne. They're perched on the barricade and ring apron. What are they doing? They're on top of a ladder. Nocturne is going to suplex him, but Troy blocks it. Troy lifts Nocturne up. Jackhammer through the ladder. Nocturne just got driven straight back to hell. Troy rolls Nocturne into the ring and makes a cover. 1, 2, 3. Nocturne has been eliminated. Jackhammer through the ladder. Holy shit. They hate each other. They hate each other, but we're going to get another entrant. We're going to get another entrant. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Isaac Danvers. I said Scoot was going to win it. Son of a bitch. The doctor is in. He rushes in. He meets Mysterion, but Game Boy hits the level 1 on Mysterion. The Cloak Conundrum ducks it, and everything pauses. What's going on? Someone has hacked him. Everything has been frozen. He's looking at all the frozen faces. But they're not all frozen. Mysterion with the punch of doom. Mysterion has been hacking Game Boy. That son of a bitch. He covers him. The ref counts. 1, 2, 3. Game Boy has been eliminated. Mysterion has been the hacker the whole time. The whole time. But Danvers is here. He hits the cure. Another cover. 1, 2, 3. Mysterion is out. We're back to even odds, Matt. Danvers is ever the opportunist, and we're left with 8. 2 more entries to come. 24 and 25. Who will they be? Who will be the last 2 entrants? No. It's Eli Forever. He's here, and I think Manson's still in the match. Manson. Oh, the distraught Eli goes after him. Manson and Eli are fighting. Forever hits a scoop slam on the barbed wire board. Eli pulls Manson up. The board is stuck to his back. He hits a belly-to-belly suplex. Danvers has got Eli, though. The Eternal River Punch to Danvers. And he makes a cover. 1, 2, 3. Danvers has been eliminated. Forever turns back to Manson. But Sparrow is here. Rain Rain has got Sparrow. Brother mine, the DDT. 1, 2, 3. Sparrow is out. 1 entry left. Troy and Behringer are brawling. Ethan Bird goes after Rain. It's time for the final entry of the night. Who will it be? It's Xander fucking Zane, our final entrant, who has shown a remarkable skill in big matches. One of the men will win Pandemonium. Troy, Behringer, Quinn, Manson, Bird, Rain, Forever, or Zane. If only Payne were still in there, I could have said Rain, Payne, Zane. Missed opportunity. Ethan Bird whips Rain into the ropes, catching him with the back elbow. He rushes after Zane. The world's in, but no, Zane blocks it. Bird ducks the mic drop. He hit the stunner. 1, 2, 3. Bird's out. Bird's out. Bird's out. Manson is up to his feet looking for Forever. The only man he finds is an exhausted Redmond Quinn. Manson lands on his feet after a flip overhead. Another stunner. Another stunner. Rain has got Xander, but no. Zane's out of it. But Behringer's got him with a big boot. Rain with the Hallelujah Bomb. But Forever covers. 1, 2, 3. Rain is out. There goes bracket busted. Eli tries to get up. Eli tries to get up. Pop-up powerbomb from Behringer. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Eli Forever has been eliminated. It's happening real fast. Xander's up. The bitter end flatliner by Quinn. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Xander Zane is out. We're at the final frickin' 4. Troy, Behringer, Quinn, and Manson. All right. Troy and Behringer go at each other. Quinn and Manson do battle. Troy and Behringer are locked up. The Knight turns him into a side headlock before being tossed across the ring. Manson catches Quinn with the knee to the gut. He goes for Welcome to Manson Street. The Destiny's Maw by Behringer. Solvig powers out. The Knight's back up. Troy with the spear, but he dodges. Manson kicks him low. The Horror Show. The running double underhook pile driver. Manson drilled Behringer. David. Manson gets hit with the Valkyrie. Solvig roars, but Quinn, he's kicked the barbed wire backboard behind Solvig, and he hits the pump handle flatliner. Son of a bitch, Matt, you better not eliminate me. He hits it onto the barbed wire board on top of Solvig. 1, 2, 3, son of a bitch. Redmond Quinn, you son of a bitch, you better win now. Quinn's back up to his feet, stumbling towards the ropes. He can't believe it. Manson's here to ruin the party. Behringer's back to his feet. Redmond Quinn ducks a clothesline. Manson hits a steel chair from behind. Manson goes at Behringer, who ducks, catches him on the return. Behringer's down, another chair shot. Manson with the Horror Show, on the chair. 1, 2, 3. Behringer is out. Redmond Quinn versus David Manson. Redmond Quinn versus David Manson. This is it. Who is it going to be? You guys are both here even. That's great. Redmond crawls towards Manson, who's got the chair from underneath Behringer. Quinn pulls himself up the body of the Nightmare. Manson kicks him away. Oh, and a chair shot. Another one. He's destroying Redmond Quinn. Oh, look at all those damn chair shots. He's had enough. Manson cockily leans over into the cover. 1, 2, 3. But no, he pulled Quinn's head up. And he said, I told you, it's time to wake up. The real nightmare begins. David pulls Quinn up. Pulls him up underneath. The Horror Show. But no, Quinn's overhead. David's on his feet. He's got the chair. Chair shot. No. Class dismissed on Manson. 1, 2, 3. No. I thought that was it. Quinn's an an underdog not seen since the likes of Neville Sheldon. Both men are back up. Quinn has got the crimson mask. His back has been destroyed. David, here comes the family. But no, Eli cuts down the family that's left. Eli forever has nullified David Manson's family. The roll up from behind. 1, 2, no kick out. They spring away. The Cobra clutch. Redmond's got it. He falls backwards onto the barbed wire, but he's still got the clutch. Quinn is strangling the life out of Manson while being cut to pieces. Manson taps. It's over. Redmond Quinn has done it all. He's won Pandemonium. After everything he's went through, he's going to Ring of Dreams for the title. Holy shit. Redmond Quinn, congratulations. Holy shit. Holy shit. Redmond Quinn has joined the history books. What a night. Redmond Quinn is the winner of Pandemonium. Congratulations. Son of a bitch. Oh. What a night. What a night. Will he break the curse? Red River Jack lost to Isaiah Black. Bruce Van Chan lost to what ended up being Jake Jekyll. Solomon Rose lost to Tommy Hawk, and Nicholas Mammon lost to Edward Newton. Will Redmond Quinn lose to Nightstick? We are not done. There is more yet to come. There is more yet to come. I'm going to have a sore throat tomorrow. All right, it's time. Let's see what's next. Ooh, Nightstick. Nightstick. Canceled. Redmond Quinn is up to his feet. He's getting a standing O. But Nightstick is here. They march towards the ring as Quinn leans on the ropes in shock. What's he going to have to do? Nightstick might start Ring of Dreams early. The world champ comes face to face with his future opponent, flanked by other officers. And he says, myself and Luther Creed, oh boy, rarely saw eye to eye, but we overcame it. And when he was murdered, he took it upon himself to hunt down the person responsible. Oh shit. You. Redmond Quinn is being arrested for the murder of Luther Creed. Nightstick says, he thought you were his brother and you betrayed him. You killed him. Oh shit. There won't be a Ring of Dreams main event. You won't benefit from his death. Our match is canceled. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did Redmond Quinn kill Luther Creed, or is Nightstick trying to get out of this match? What's going to happen next? But we're still not done. There is a final, maybe a final segment. The summoning. With the ring now clear of officers. The lights in the arena dim. Static, glitch lights. Odin and Zeus are here. They're in the middle of the ring, a podium between them with a large golden bowl from before atop it. Odin pulls out the vial of Shadow's grace, pouring it into the bowl. Our vision is compromised by the light and smoke, but the chief is here, summoned by Odin. And he says, what's the meaning of this? How did you summon me? Zeus responds, we know you've been killing the gods and taking the power for yourself. The chief says, you're mistaken. I would never. But Odin says, you cast us all out of paradise when you chose to intervene in humanity's plight. You've destroyed Elysium Fields and you've put us all at risk from it. Zeus says it's time to end it with a flash. More static, and a piercing white light blinds us all momentarily, followed by a horrifying scream, and the lights return. Oh shit! Revealing Rain. He stood behind Zeus, a mystical dagger in his hand, dripping with the blood of a god. It belongs to Zeus, and he falls, slumping to the canvas. Oh shit! Yahweh! Yahweh doesn't understand. Odin is smiling, and he says, at first I thought it couldn't be done. But it turned out that killing gods is as easy as killing men if you have the right weapon. Why have all the power in the world with many gods when one could rule? Yahweh is shocked. And he says, you've murdered them all? Odin shakes his head. Rain did it. His Valkyrie. The reason why Rain could see the dead. Everything has fallen into place. Rain charges towards Yahweh, looking to finish the job. But the Scarecrow is here. He's whisked the chief away. Odin looks at Rain, who's at his side, and he says, I am the one true God, the All-Father, the Almighty and All-Seeing, and at Ring of Dreams, you will worship me. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Rain is the guy killing the gods. He is the Valkyrie of Odin. Hot damn. What a great twist. What a great twist. Hell yeah, that's awesome. What a great show. What a show. It flew right by. We made it under 2 hours. Whew. Hell of a show, Dean. Put together some great matches. Huge moment for Rain. Huge moment for everybody. Looks like we're going to get Rain versus Scarecrow. Nightstick versus Redmond Quinn is our main event at Ring of Dreams. And seeing as... Well, I just did. Oh, he's going to paste the card for Ring of Dreams. Let's go over some matches. All right. Starting the first match. You already know two, but let's go through them all. Tommaso Vitale versus Xander Zane. Khalil Longfellow versus Monty Straight. Troy Solvig versus Nocturne. The Scarecrow versus Rain. David Manson versus Eli Forever. Behringer versus King Arthur. Intrepid versus Sparrow. Darkwish versus Redwing. Game Boy versus Mysterion. And Redmond Quinn versus Nightstick. What a hell of a card. But wait, there's more. One more match. One more match. And you can probably guess it. Odin versus Yahweh. The All-Father versus the Almighty. It's going down at Ring of Dreams. The conclusion. The conclusion of Volume 1 of Old School Wrestling. Don't miss it. Please don't miss it. It'll be an epic event. I'm hoping that we might even get to see some retrospectives. Maybe catch up with some old friends. But we'll see what happens. What a hell of a card. What a hell of a card. What a wonderful night, guys. We did it in little under 2 hours. Yes, the show will be live. I'll hopefully be nice and tan under my Scooby-Doo suit. I will be actually at the beach the entire week before, so that should be fun. definitely going to be a live show, and of course, unless something happens where it can't be. But my hotel internet work travel pending for live shows at the beginning of Volume 2, but we could even have some special ones coming up then, but you'll have to stay tuned. What a hell of a card, guys. Dean, do we have anything else? All right. Well, you are most welcome. Thank you, though, for providing this show. So, guys, we'll be back with you next month. I think it's July 15th. I'll just check the calendar and see. July 14th will be the Sunday night. We'll be back July 14th. And have a great night, guys. Been a great show. Congratulations to all the winners, the new champion. And we'll kind of do it again from here.